Hey everybody, welcome back to J&B Rockhound, and I'm Jay. This is going to be Truckhound Chronicles number 20. It's going to be hard for me to keep up with this. I've already done 20 of these daggum things. Actually, I've done more, really. But, yeah, as far as the labels go, I'm on 20, I guess. So, this actually is from last week. So there was kind of two of them because I already posted the video at the Northern Kentucky spot where I found the brachiopods. But this is going to be some stuff that I found in Alabama. So after I left the house, I stopped at that place in Northern Kentucky on the way up to Cincinnati, and then got my load for the week, and I ran around Alabama all week. And I picked up some stuff at a couple different places. Some of it was some landscaping rocks. Some of it was at a customer that I went to, just rocks out in their around their business property while I was getting unloaded or loaded or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'll get this turned around and I'll show you what I found, and some cool things and some things are just like, I figured I'd try to tumble some stuff, but I'll talk about it as I'm showing it. But let me know what you think. This is this is the Wednesday premiere because I didn't get a chance to do a video at home this past weekend. This is actually Tuesday night, so I'm hoping I can get this done and posted by tomorrow evening. I'm gonna try. But all right, let me get this turned around. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so these first things I'm going to show are all from at a truck stop, some landscaping rocks that I've picked up. Some of it's chert, some of it is at least got some kind of agate on it. A couple of them are kind of similar to that stuff I found in western Tennessee. You'll see as I'm showing them, but I figured it looked cool enough to try to tumble. That almost looks like some kind of sponge, or I don't know, because the way that staining is. Let me zoom in, hold on. I tried to clean everything off before I did this, so the stuff I didn't find in the landscaping, that stuff was pretty dirty, so I had to clean that stuff off. I don't know, what do you guys think about this thing? Yeah, it'd be a good one to tumble and see how it turns out. I'm just grabbing them randomly, so I don't know. This one definitely looks like some kind of agate, sort of like the some of that stuff I was finding in western Tennessee. Definitely some agatization on it. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized chunk right here. But yeah, that one side was pretty much the best side. But this one I might cut because it's really too big to tumble, right? So yeah, I think I'll cut this one. See if there's anything else inside there. I don't know if this one's agate or just chert. No, there's some banding in there or something. A little bit of agatization or something, but not really too good. I've had these things in my truck for a week and I ain't really looked at them. And you know, when you're out in the field, and I didn't have my glasses on, and I'm not using the camera to sit there and look at them out in the field. You know, from a distance, that kind of looked like some of those things I was picking up in Western Tennessee. So, but this was central to kind of eastern central Alabama. So, but who knows where they get these daggum rocks at, you know? So it's untelling, really. I mean, I guess unless there's specific types of rocks that sort of identify where they come from, like the Crowleys. See, that looks trying to look Crowley-esque. Whatever, it's definitely got agate in it. Is the whole thing agate? No, I don't think so, but that's definitely some agate in that. I think it's pretty cool. Yep. I like it. I don't know what to do for the thumbnail. Probably that right there. That's pretty cool. This one looks like it's sort of more chert with that agate banding running through this little center portion. Yeah, this thing pretty much goes almost all the way around it. There's like a little stagger of a break in it right there. But it goes from right here all the way around dips down, comes back around this way, and ends right there. And like almost like a secondary type pocket trying to form right there. See inside there, this is a little chip out. It just looks like plain chert pretty much. So I'm hoping if I tumble that banding will stay and not get wore away, but I don't have real high hopes of it. Maybe I won't tumble it. Maybe I'll try to do a face, like full face polish or something, because I don't want to cut through and break up the bands if I cut through it. But I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Cut it, do an overall face polish on it, or tumble it? Let's get a vote. This piece here didn't really show any kind of banding or anything like that, but it's it just overall feels very solidified. Like maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's quartzite or some kind of, maybe it's some kind of chalcedony. Look at it from a little bit of a distance, but because it had that texture and it's got a little bit of waxiness along those edges, the raised edges and stuff. Now I say it didn't have banding because, like I said, I didn't really look at these real good, so I'm kind of looking now where I can see them better. Don't mind my grungy fingers. Yeah, I don't see anything, but it's still cool, and I think that it might be good polished up. This one was kind of subtle with the coloring, so almost missed it, but it's definitely got some kind of bands and stuff, just like that one. And then there's a little druzy pocket there. Camera would focus on the inside of it. I don't know. I don't think that's Crowley, but it's similar. I mean, it's just so solid of a chunk. There's good banding all the way around the daggum thing. Yeah, I think it's cool. Another one that I just don't know what to do with. just looked like almost it was trying to be a geode or something. It's probably, that looks like some kind of fossil right there. Yeah, that one ain't too exciting, but I still picked it up. This one looked like it was trying to have pattern banding or whatever around those ridges there, but it is kind of worn down. Another little druzy pocket. Any real defined banding. It's like trying to be some right there, right in there. Maybe trying to have some around that edge of that little pocket. So this one might be a good one to cut. Never know. I'll be alright inside. Now this one's another one that looks like it's mostly quartz or something. It was trying to be a geode or something, I don't know. I don't see anything about it, but it, you know, out in the field, it was cool. I picked it up. There's something there, huh? You can see the depth in this. You turn it, you can see them lines right there get broad, but as you turn it this way, they get thinner. So you're seeing between those bands. Don't really look like agate banding. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? These rocks, I'm telling you. This one I think was just like a banded chert when I was looking at it in the field. almost got some color there, don't it? Huh? Inside there. Question is that surface? I don't know. That's pretty interesting to me now that I'm looking at it up close. There's almost too much glare on it. I'm trying to hold it in a way that the glare isn't really showing. Huh. That's interesting. Sometimes you're just never gonna know because there's no real one answer for every rock, you know what I mean? Because these things can be a multitude of different things all mixed up. This is another one that had kind of like that ridge pattern that made me think how Crowleys are formed. Try to get up there and utilize that macro. I don't have a microscope, but I got this macro on this phone, and I hope when I get the iPhone 17 that it's even better. This is the 14 Pro Max, and I've had it. It's almost paid off. I'm going to keep it for a backup, but well, that's why we decided not to do the early upgrade, because we wanted to keep these phones for backups and stuff. Because this one still does pretty good. Guess it's just a banded chirp. Right there might be good tumbled whenever you get this peanut butter oxidation, limonite, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if that'd be limonite or what, but get that off there and it might be pretty. I mean, that's any indication, I think it will be. Another one with agate banding in it. But I found stuff like this in Missouri too. Some of that chert I found over in Missouri had this kind of banding in it. I call it like a cold water pocket, cold water agate pocket. Because the rest of this does not look agatized at all. It just looks like kind of like a chert. There might be another little thin band right there of chalcedony and stuff going through it. But nothing as defined as that. And there again, it just kind of goes all the way around it. It's like a seam agate inside of this chert. Oh. Alright, I want to show you a big one. I want to show you the ugly side first. I don't even know what to think about this thing. If I hadn't seen the one side, I wouldn't even thought to pick this up. It's still got some dirt and moss in it that I couldn't quite get out. I'd have to take a toothbrush or something and scrub on this. I mean, it's a big chunk, and this is all very porous and rough all the way around here. Just whatever this hole strike is sucks. It's not smooth, it's not waxy. But then you've got this on this side of it. Like what? Same type of agate banding as in those littler ones. It's just a bigger version. Even the agate is more. Yeah. All the way around it. And then like a raised face right there. What do you think about that one? Here's another one. Somewhat similar, but I don't know, it don't really have clear banding from what I could see with my naked eyes. Maybe I'll see something different when I look closer, but this looks more like quartz veining in this one. Is there banding along that edge? Might be. It's just not very crisp and defined. But this one's definitely more churty all the way around it. Got more kind of agate sections. Just doesn't have real defined banding. This might be a good one to cut. Still got a lot of moss on it. So that was pretty much it for that landscape stuff. Well, no, there's a couple other pieces here. Hold on. Let me get them out. Oh, sorry. All right. So I'm not going to even get these wet, but these were just a couple pieces of quartzite that I picked up. They're really pink and kind of a little bit strawberry reddish in some little spots on it. But look how perfect. It looks like a Mentos. I mean, that was just so perfect. I had to pick it up and figured I'd take it home, polish it up in the tumbler. I just thought they were cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to get some stuff wet here. I'll show you this one too real quick. This was just like a bigger version of those. And I see a lot of these quartzites like this that with that kind of striping and stuff in them. They're very, they do have a lot of clarity. Like banded quartzite. I don't know. I see a lot of these. It's not agate for sure. It's quartzite. If you break one of these things open, you can see the, quartz grains or whatever. It's very crystalline. But I think they're pretty, and I think they will probably tumble very well, so why not grab some, you know what I mean? This one I don't know about. It's not got the most smooth, like any kind of it's kind of a little bit rough in spots, like a little bit of a vein going through there. I think it's just quartz vein. But looking at it a little bit back, I don't know, it's kind of pretty. Figure I'll try to tumble that one, because it'd be a good palm stone size if you don't waste away to nothing in the tumbler. Feels like it's more churty. Got this little, even a little bit more waxy little white cap to it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look closer at this one. Look what we have here. this is like how many? I have found several rocks like this. I found them in Missouri. I found them in several different states. And from a distance, I did not see that whatsoever. I did not expect that. And then here you go. You look up at it, look at it up close, and it's like, what in the world? This entire thing. But it's not a regular structure as far as the sizes of the sphericals, or whatever you want to call them. Oolites, or is it oolites, or is this some kind of sponge or fossil, or because I mean this whole thing is nothing but that. Except for that white cap, I don't see any of that on that part. Well, maybe there is something right there. If I can get zoomed in enough on them red spots. I can't get close enough to it. Huh. I think I might make this the thumbnail. That one. Try to find a good spot to see them better. That's probably my fingers on that spot. That's a pretty good spot too, though. This is one you need the microscope for. Why is it not zoom focusing? I don't know. That's cool though. This one just feels like a piece of quartzite. It was already broken, but you can see how you can tell that, you know, it's pretty much quartzite. Crystalline structure. But it's just got some inclusions and coloration. Might make a pretty pendant. So, and then this, tell me that ain't pet wood. Very rough. At the very least, I thought it was at least some kind of fossil wood. Or is it some kind of coral? It might be some kind of coral. Actually, now I'm starting to think maybe it is. It looks a lot like pet wood in some ways, but then I see it in some other ways, like right there, it looks like possible coral. I don't know, give me some thoughts and ideas, y'all. I know quite a few rocks. I bought quite a few rocks, but that don't mean I know everything. There's quite a bit I don't know. These were still all in that landscape. So I haven't got to the stuff that was at that one customer. This one looked really cool. Like this one, I think will be real pretty tumbled up. Look at the colors in this thing. That's pretty. Not quite sure if it's chert or not, banded chert, but it's very translucent, man. I mean, I don't think my husband's little flashlight will work here. Oh, it's dead. That one is. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get the little blue light out. See if this thing shows anything through it. Don't go far in there, but it's definitely got some penetration. I thought it was going to be more than that, actually. It's pretty, nonetheless. Alright, let me get this one out of the way too. Now, when I picked this thing up, I didn't know if Alabama had galena. I did not pick this up in landscaping, but it looked and felt, it's very heavy, and I thought it might have been a big chunk of galena or just straight lead, because it's very heavy and very silvery metallic. But I tried using a screwdriver to try to scratch it, thinking, well, if it's lead, even a screwdriver should scratch it pretty good, I would think. But yeah, I couldn't scratch this thing with that screwdriver, so I think it's just iron ore or something. I know that central Alabama, somewhere around Birmingham and stuff, has some, or I think there's a town called Ironton where they smelt iron. And I don't know how many of you might remember that piece of, I thought when I first picked it up, and this has been a couple years ago now, I thought it was obsidian. I picked it up at a job site, and I thought it was obsidian, but after closer inspection and looking at it, it was kind of almost greenish looking, and you could see sort of some bubbles inside of it. But it was, after finding out there's iron there, iron iron smelters or whatever. I understood it was slag glass, but it's still a cool piece because it glows red. It's greenish, dark greenish, and it glows really red in the UV, like a maroon. So this was at that one business where I was getting loaded, and it's just some chert. And I picked some of this stuff up before, but I wanted to grab some. It's still pretty chert. Wanted to grab some for tumbling. And I got some bigger chunks and some smaller chunks. Some of it looks kind of plain. Some of it's actually got some sort of banding in it and stuff. I'm getting confused on where I'm putting this stuff back down. Oh, that was one I just showed. This one, I don't even know. It was so round it almost looked like a echinoid or something. But it don't look like the same type of material that I find in Florida when I find the echinoids. So I don't know. If this is an echinoid, it's definitely silicified. It almost looks like you can see that pattern, that 5-point pattern. So yeah, I picked it up, brought it home. Some more of the pieces of chert. This one had some little agate veins in it. Yeah, it should be, this stuff should be interesting to tumble. If it don't straight fall apart in the tumbler. It don't look like it had some veining in it. Trying to have some banding or something. Getting a little color in it. Yep, and then there's a couple bigger pieces here, I think. think this is about it with this stuff. And since some of this stuff isn't too awfully exciting, I'm going to share a couple other things that don't really go with the Truckhound Chronicles, but I want to share them. That one's going to be pretty. The colors in there. Pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much all that stuff. And then I made a couple shorts on 2 of these. But I want to share them because these things are awesome. I gotta get my little flashlight out because you gotta see these things, man. Little dog-tooth calcite. But look. See that iridescence? Rainbow, and then on top of that there's a phantom. How cool are these freaking things? And you can see that the growth rings almost. This ain't even close to being the best one. Is this light already almost dead? Can you see that? Heck, my light's almost dead. I'll have to charge this thing up again. But you can see that phantom in there. That's one. I might as well just put that light back up. There's one. Here's another, and look at the growth rings in this thing. Phantom in there. I got these from Jesse Richardson's at Richardson's Rocks and Gems, or Rocks and Minerals, or whatever, off Facebook. Richardson's Gems and Minerals, or I can't think of it. I'll make sure that I double check it and show you. Several of you will already know. Anybody that's in the rock circle knows. And here's the third one. It's a little cluster. This one broke off, but that would have been awesome if it hadn't have. Again, they all have phantoms. How cool is that? Alright. And I'm setting these up here for a second. because we're gonna have to come back to those. And then we got 2 more things to show. And they are killer. I'm saving the best for last. Now, don't ask me where this is from. I'll have to try to ask Jesse. But he didn't add a little card with it. But that's fluorite, some other kind of, I don't know if that's quartz. I don't know what all is in this thing. I just know it's a pretty cool specimen. Got some good cubes of fluorite in it. A little cube right there. That's a face shining on it. A couple of little. I just love fluorite, y'all. It's my favorite mineral. It's got some purple to it, but it's mostly green. Yeah, pretty cool. And then, oh man, let me do this way. I mean, that right there is pretty cool of a specimen looking at that. But then you look at the rest of it and you realize what it is. It's a big, huge partial cube, kind of 2 partial cubes. That's druzy with quartz on it. This thing is just killer. Look at that. Looks like spaceships. That's too cool. Look at that. Little rainbow, anybody? Just wait. Just wait and see. Because, yes, I've got the beast with me. We are going to be doing UV Beast V3 365. It is beast mode time. But I gotta turn off my, I gotta stop the camera and turn off my phone flash. So hold on, guys. I hope this is a brand new truck, so this floor shouldn't be too bad. All right. First of all, the dog tooth calcite. focuses. That's okay. You can see the glow, and you can see the phantom in there glowing. Oh, hold on. Okay, here's the next one. I gotta zoom in. There we go. We got a little bit better focus this time. How freaking cool is that? I love these things. I liked them before I seen the UV. And once I seen the UV on these things, I was like, frig yeah. Look at that. Too cool. Yep. And then here's that one mixed one that's fluorite. Lord of mercy, it's just so bright. That is so blue. Let me take the light away from it just a little bit, because when you shine it directly on it, man, look how bright that is. Lord. There's a little bit of orange showing up right there. Huh. What that is, calcite, I guess. Yeah, that's too cool. And then that big chunk. It's almost too bright to show it. Look at those lines in that thing. Camera's doing some weird shit. Get it closer and it mutes it. Oh, that's so cool. Fluorite. Some of the shirt kind of glows green. Not green, but orange. Okay, hold on, guys. Alright, guys, let me know what you think. I went ahead and moved back to the bunk. Yeah, obviously my favorite things that I showed you was those last things, but I mean, you know, there was some pretty cool little agates or agatization with some of those rocks. You know, I don't know if call it a full-blown agate. I don't know. It's got agate pockets, agate, cold water agate, or I don't know. But I mean, the stuff is cool, I think, anyways. So, you know, I'll tell you, it don't matter how many times I see it, I'm going to pick it up whenever it's got banding on it. So, no matter what state I'm in, wherever I'm at, I'm definitely going to be picking stuff like that up. So, and if I think it'll tumble and it's kind of pretty, if it's an agate or not, or whatever it might be, I'm going to pick it up. So, yeah, I mean, I'll have to show you some of the stuff when I actually start tumbling. I've talked about it. I've had tumblers for how long now, and I ain't done it. I've even got the grit. I've got grit from Cheryl, and I've got a whole grit kit from Kingsley North. So I got to get a new blade. That Kingsley North blade I got is warped to beat anything. I don't know. It didn't last no time. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if they would replace it or not, but yeah, I didn't do anything more abusive to that blade than I ever did the high-tech blades that I had. So, I mean, it still has all kinds of life on the edge. You know, it's a centered blade, so I don't know. It just did not hold up. I could probably still cut some stuff with it, but I can't vouch for the cleanliness of the cut. But anyways, let me know what you think about everything, and I guess we'll let you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Jay. V is at home, and surprised she ain't called me yet, but I'm about to call her. We'll catch you later. Bye.